So most of this course is going to be coding. We're going to be in an IDE writing code. And if you can follow me along, even better. To get up and running, you need some tools installed. You need the JDK, which is, as we saw, the Java Development Kit, and you can install 6, 7, or 8. If you're obviously wanting to target Android or for some specific reason need to target Java 6, you can install Java 6. Otherwise, go straight to Java 8. You need also the Kotlin compiler and an editor or IDE. Now, I'm going to be using IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate Edition, but you can use any IDE you want. IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition is free and open source and is completely valid for Kotlin development. In fact, there's no difference between the two for Kotlin development. You can also use Eclipse. We have a plugin for Eclipse, and so if you're familiar with Eclipse, you can use Eclipse. Where do you download these things? So let's switch over to the browser, and I'll just show you. So the Java JDK you can download basically from the Oracle website, which is one way of doing it. So you can click here and say download, and then if you need to register, register, and if not, just download it. If you're on Windows, an alternative is to use Chocolatey, which is not a bad thing. So basically what you do is you install Chocolatey, and then you can just do choco install JDK, and that will install the Java Development Kit for you. So it saves on wizards, so to speak. If you are on OS X, obviously you can just jump into a terminal, and then you can do a brew install JDK, and that will, sorry, not JDK, Java, and that will install the Java for you. And then the next thing you need to do is obviously install the Kotlin compiler. Now, actually you don't need to install the Kotlin compiler when you're doing development if you're using an IDE. So for instance, if you're using Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA, you can skip directly of installing the Kotlin compiler and just come here, click download, and then you can say, you know, Community Edition, download it, or the Ultimate Edition, whatever you want. Or as I said, use Eclipse and use the Kotlin plugin for that. However, for this part, in the intro, to get the kind of like a feel for Kotlin, I am going to be using the compiler a little bit with the command line to kind of also give you a sense of how versatile and kind of like easy to use we've made Kotlin, that you don't need a specific IDE to use it. You can just use your favorite editor and a command line tool. Obviously, you'll miss out on some of the features that you'll see throughout this course, but it's completely versatile. So if you want to use a compiler, and I recommend that you download it to follow this segment of this course, come to the Kotlin website, which is kotlinlang.org, and then we can click on either, we've got the option of try online here, which is for the trying Kotlin in the browser. You can click on download compiler here, and that will download it for you onto your system, and then that's a zip file that you can expand, and then it generates a bunch of folders, and there's going to be a binary folder where you have the actual Kotlin compiler. Once again, if you are on OS X, then you can again use brew. So I could just do brew install Kotlin, and that is going to install for me Kotlin. And this will install it in a specific folder that we can then access the compiler, making sure that obviously the folder is on the path. So if I just write Kotlin C, you can see that it's launched for me the Kotlin in an interactive mode, which we'll see shortly, but it just means that it is on the actual path. So if we do which Kotlin C, you can see that it's installed it in user local bin Kotlin C. And this is because I've installed it as part of brew. If you install it, unzip it yourself, then it's going to go in some other location wherever you determine fit.